Yo, what is going on? It's the rare Saturday edition show to Sports Gambling Daily. My wife and kids are out of town, so that means we're getting another video. Today is March 9th. It is Saturday. Saturday, baby. All right, so hey, if you're new here to the channel, well, welcome to the show. My name is Jared, and basically what I try to do here is I pick out matchups that I feel like we can exploit for maximum profitability. Yesterday, we went 9-2 on our picks. Our only two losses were one bad beat in spring training. I think we're only down to like one strike left in that game, and Arizona blows it to they gave up a 2-run home run. And then we also lost the Miami Heat game, which is the one that I showcased here on YouTube. Go figure. But other than that, we had 9 other victories, so almost maximum profitability obtained. It was definitely a Whataburger celebration night. So let's see if we can replicate that. I got another matchup here. I think this one's going to be a juicy one. We got the Knicks taking on the Kings. But before I get into that, if you're new, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. Support the channel that way. And also, we have an amazing community that we have built. It's called, or it's in the Discord. There's a link to this. Let me back up. There's a link in the description. It's a clickable link to the Discord. There's about 280 people in there now. And as of lately, it's just been 24 hours in there, so check it out. There's so much good information there and a lot of good people. So by far, check it out. All right, let's jump into this game. We got the Sacramento Kings on the road taking on the New York Knicks. This game tips off at 12 o'clock Eastern time. It's right around the corner, guys. Madison Square Garden in New York, New York. We are focused on NBA System 6, which is a spread system here. All right, so the Kings, they lost to the Celtics at home 111-109. And this is the start of a 4-game roadie where they have the Knicks, they have the Wizards, they have the Celtics again, and then they also have the 76ers. They are about, I don't know, what are they, about 4 games outside of the playoff picture. So this is a big road trip for them. They play the next 11 out of the next 18 games on the road, and I don't know, guys. I'm pretty sure that this season's a wrap for the Kings. Unfortunately, they started off such a hot team in the beginning of the year, but there's just not enough games left to get back in this thing. At least I don't think there is. Now, as far as this game, I think there could be some body clock issues. Now, this is what I mean by that. So this game tips off at 12 o'clock Eastern time, which is typically 9 a.m. Sacramento time. So they also have had a day, 2 days off. So depending on when they arrived in New York, let's say they arrived 2 days ago, there's a good chance some of the fellas went out and enjoyed the nightlife in New York. Unfortunately, I don't have any of that information for 100% certainty, but I know for a fact that if I was a millionaire ball player, playing on a team that is on the outside of the playoff picture looking in, and it's a long shot, man, of course I'm going to go out and have some fun and see what kind of trouble I can get into. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at the Knicks. Now, they lost to Phoenix on the road 107-96 in their last game. Now, they have also had 2 games off in between. New York has given up at least 100 points in the last 7 straight games. And I think it's some crazy number like 42. I could be wrong with that number. 42 in the last 44 games, possibly. But don't quote me 100% on that. For some reason, that's popping in my head. Now, DeAndre Jordan and Dennis Smith, they are the leaders of the Knicks. Now, I've read some reports. DeAndre Jordan really wants to get this defense under control. And Fizdale, the coach of the Knicks, is leaning on Dennis Smith Jr. to lead this team offensively. Now, possibly these two are the future. I mean, depending if DeAndre Jordan re-signs with the Knicks. I think that they have a good base here, especially if they draft Zion or another elite college player. And then possibly bring in KD, and then golly, what if they brought in Kyrie too? Now all of a sudden the Knicks are one of the better teams in the East. All right, let's look at the Sacramento Kings injuries. Marvin Bagley, he remains out. He will not be playing today. That's significant. Harrison Barnes will basically eat up most of his minutes, and also Bielisa, and I can't remember the other guy, but those are the two guys that benefit the most out of Bagley being out. Now the Knicks, Frank Ntilikina, I think that's how you say it, Ntilikina, he's been out. Now he's been out way past what they thought he was going to be out. He has a groin injury. They thought he'd be back, I think, a week ago, maybe even 2 weeks ago, but he is still just nursing that groin. So hey, whatever. And then Mario Hezonja is a bruised left leg. Now this is somewhat concerning because he is a decent player for the Knicks, but he is listed as questionable. He's been out the last 8 games for the Knicks. So let's see here. The last time these two teams met up was March 4th, 2019, just a couple days ago. The Knicks fell 108 to 115. Sacramento was at home. This game went under the total, and the Knicks covered by 4. Some notable trends here. The Kings are 20-41 and 3 pushes against their spread in their last 64 games, playing on 2 days of rest. The Knicks are 4-0 in their last 4 games following a straight-up loss of more than 10 points. And then the Kings, well, they are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings versus the Knicks. Now, look at this line movement. Now, if you were on the Discord, I've been on this game since the number got released. This game opened up at 4.5, Knicks plus 4.5, and I'm like, what is going on here? The Knicks should be getting way more points than this. And then all the money was just flooding on the Kings. And if you can still see, there's so much money going in on the Kings. So, what do we do here? Well, I mean, look, 94%, 91, 91, 94%. This has moved the line from 4.5 to 6. Now, I called this in the Discord. I said this line was going to go up to at least 6, possibly 7. It is possible, and I do believe that this is a trap that was set by the bookmakers because it just didn't smell right. It smelled fishy. And anytime you look at a line and you're like, that's a mistake, you always go the opposite way. And more times out of not, you're going to be victorious. I mean, it's not a guarantee. There's no such thing as guarantees, but this feels fishy. And now the line is starting to correct itself right at the end, right before game time. Look at all this money flowing in, and it just feels like a trap, and don't get involved in the trap. So it's either you got the Knicks or you don't have nothing, because it doesn't make sense to me. So that being said, I'm still going to wait because I still think this line's going to go up, even though it's so close to game time. If you are interested in this play, keep your eye on the line. If it hits 6.5, which I think it will, depending on how much time's left, you might want to wait, and then it might jump to 7. But if you want to get greedy with it, but I imagine that it won't go any lower than 6, and it'll be right at 6.5. Right, it'll be right around 6.5 to 7 at game time. That's just my personal opinion. That's what I'm doing. If I had to bet this right now, I would take the Knicks plus 6. I found that line at Bet Online. The juice was minus 108, which is not the best kind of juice. However, if you just wait a minute, because the game doesn't start until another hour and 15 minutes, you're going to see some more line movement, and I feel like you're going to be able to get even a better price and a better line for this play. So that's where my money's at. Knicks plus 6 currently, looking for 6.5, looking for 7. Let's get it done, baby. Let's get it done. Join the Discord. There, like I said before, there's 280 people in there, And I mean, there's people in there right now chatting it away. So you are costing yourself a lot of valuable information if you're not joined. It's free to join. All my plays in there. Oh, speaking of my plays, I got a ton of plays today. I got so many NCAA plays. I got Major League Baseball spring training games. I mean, yesterday we went 5-1 in Major League spring training. We went 1-0 in NCAA, and we went, I think, 3-1 in the NBA. Maybe 5-1. I think it was 3-1. So go in there, check out my picks. I have all my historical data in the Discord. And also, there's a lot of other good peeps in there, like Dylan, like Scobie. Like, man, there's great people in there. So check it out. All right. Oh, and there's Gil too. He's cool. All right, guys. That's gonna do it for the Saturday edition of this show. Good luck tonight, guys. Good luck to you. Good luck to me. And good luck to all of us. And here's to another Whataburger celebration day. Yeah, baby. Peace.